So them not responding to the situation, is that enough reason why we can boycott a film?
Which I feel like is just pointless.
The soul which I personally felt was missing in Lal Singh Chadda, I think they are getting it on point with Sitaare Zameen Par.
Hello and welcome to India Today SoSouth. I am Sanjay Ponnappa.
And this is Maruti Acharya, and today we are here to react to the trailer of Sitaare Zameen Par. Again, we do a lot of South Indian reactions usually, but this movie is very special and there's a lot of discussion and conversation happening about this film, so we thought we will bring a reaction and also discussions to SoSouth audience.
Aamir Khan is in Coolie.
Yeah.
Genelia Deshmukh has been in South Indian actor for a long time. So
if you want more of Bollywood reactions and reviews, please do mention do more Bollywood in the comment section below so that we will also do more of Bollywood reactions as well.
Film is a spiritual successor of Taare Zameen Par, and we all know how big of a film Taare Zameen Par was.
Taare Zameen Par is a very special film. Now, Sitaare Zameen Par
comes at a time when even Aamir Khan is going through a rough patch. So, interested to see whether this film will bring back that glory for Aamir Khan.
Yeah, it is a remake film. There are a lot of details. We are going to talk about it
Yes.
after reacting to the trailer because we are already very excited.
Let's watch the trailer first.
Delhi versus Karnataka. North versus South. That's Aamir Khan voice, no?
Yeah.
Oh. Cute.
आप कोच बहुत अच्छे हो।
क्या बात हो गई? चक्कर वक्कर चल रहा है क्या तेरा?
लेकिन आदमी सुअर हो।
That was a proper left.
Whoa.
ये कोई जगह पार्क करने की?
अदालत इनके टैलेंट का सही उपयोग करना चाहती है। इन्हें 3 महीनों के लिए इंटेलेक्चुअली डिसेबल्ड लोगों की एक बास्केटबॉल टीम को प्रशिक्षित करने का निर्देश दिया जाता है।
मैडम 3 महीने तक पागलों को सिखाऊंगा मैं।
और 500 रुपए जुर्माना।
500 पागल बोलने का?
1000 रुपए।
अरे पागल तो सभी बोलते हैं मैडम।
5000।
ये क्या बात हुई? पागल को पागल मत बोलो।
टेंगू मत बोलो।
क्या मतलब?
या कोच कथा है।
स्पेशल लोगों की एक नेशनल चैंपियनशिप होने वाली है। अब आप कोच लग गए हैं तो हमने अप्लाई कर दिया।
हम लोग शुरू करेंगे बॉल पासिंग से।
Oh. Full Wade feels. Ranveer from Rocky.
कल के मैच में तुम लोग सब नीला पहनोगे।
मेरी गर्लफ्रेंड को लाल पसंद है।
लाल कैसे पहनोगे? लाल दूसरी टीम पहन रही है।
तो मैं दूसरी टीम से खेलूंगा।
सही बात.
Logic.
तुम लड़की हो?
ये कौन बेवकूफ है?
मैं टीम कैसे बनाऊं? टीम तो नॉर्मल लोग ही बनती है ना।
Do you remember we met that girl?
नॉर्मल पे टिके बैठे हैं कोच साहब। सबका अपना अपना नॉर्मल होता है। आपका नॉर्मल आपका, उनका नॉर्मल उनका।
गुलशन, कभी ना कभी सबको रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी उठानी पड़ती है। मैं
समझे
तेरे
सत्या?
लिए लड़ी, उनके लिए तू लड़ेगा।
सामने वाली टीम बहुत ही बेकार लग रही है। बैंड बजाते हैं।
नहीं,
क्यों?
हम जीतने के लिए आए हैं, बेइज्जती करने के लिए नहीं। Come on, boy.
Aww. That was so beautiful.
सतबीर डिस्टर्ब हो रहा है। सतबीर, अर्जुन को सिर्फ चिड़िया की आंख दिखती है, समझा तू? एक तू है और एक चिड़िया की आंख। ये एक बास्केट
चुप करना भाई।
गेम जीत सकते हैं। तू टेंशन मत ले, एकदम फोकस कर। सर, पहले आप चुप रहिए।
First, Sanjay, how did you feel?
After watching the trailer, there was a huge smile on my face which just refused to vanish. It is because of the kind of impact the trailer made. You know, you can see the kind of topics that they are talking about, and it's not like they are sitting there and lecturing you about it.
Correct.
From the basis of the trailer, I am speaking. I cannot tell what is going to be in the film.
Correct.
But based on the trailer, you can expect it to be a nice, fun ride where you will be entertained as well as informed about what is happening, the sensitivities, the sensibilities of how you're supposed to deal with these situations. So I was very happy. I will watch the film.
Yeah, it definitely made me feel happy, and it also reminded me when was the last time I was so happy watching a trailer or thinking about a film. Amidst this whole pan-India, big action, more gory, you give more gory, I will give you more gory, you give violence, I will give more violence. There is a very fresh, pure and heart kind of tale that Sitaare Zameen Par might be. At least with the trailer, that is how it felt. Especially that girl's dialogue where she said, "हम यहाँ तोड़ने नहीं आए हैं, game जीतने आए हैं." It was very impressive. Heart in the right place is how I would define the trailer.
We've expressed our emotions. Now let's get practical. Or the trailer displayed a lot of colors, so it is displaying what the mood of the film is going to be. It is going to be inspirational. It is going to be emotional. At the same time, it is going to be funny. That is where most of the emphasis is being placed, which I feel like is a good call, especially to deal with topics like these, so that audiences don't get disengaged when it becomes gloom.
The premise itself is very interesting despite of this film being a remake. The soul, which I personally felt was missing in Lal Singh Chadda, I think they are getting it on point with Sitaare Zameen Par. Everything fits well, it feels wholesome, everything fits into the mold, and I think that's another good quality. And before getting into skepticism, even Genelia Deshmukh, she was there for a very brief moment, but she feels like her character is going to be an important anchor in changing the direction of how this character thinks that Aamir Khan is playing. And she looks very good on screen. It was nice seeing her back on screen. And she gave me kind of weird flashbacks. I really like it. It's a Marathi film.
It was a little refreshing also for her to be the one who was, calm and composed.
For you to understand reference, there's a Telugu film called Orange. You should watch it.
For you to understand the reference, there are Telugu films with Genelia Deshmukh. You should watch them. What's up with Aamir Khan's makeup?
That is definitely a glaring thing that I was also noticing in the film, because was that an intention to show him a little younger than what he's trying to play? Or see, unless there is a solid quality and reason behind why they are doing it, first of all, that kind of technique itself is debatable. And second thing, in Dangal itself, Aamir Khan is such an actor where you don't need prosthetics. It's been quite some time since Dangal released.
But even in Dangal, you can see that he didn't really need a lot of de-aging effects, or even the prosthetic and makeup effects. Minimal also he could pull off. Just with a dye, it would have worked well with his natural wrinkles. This effect we've been seeing quite often recently, even with Salman Khan and Kisi Ka Bhai Kisi Ka Jaan, and Shah Rukh with Donkey. And it doesn't really sit well. It seems odd because these guys are our superstars and we've seen them age as well. We know how they actually look. Going for that move felt like it is really out of place and didn't really sit well. Throughout the trailer, it felt like Aamir was peaking. Okay,
that is definitely there.
Is it really necessary for this trailer? Because he has a really good comic timing. We've seen all of his films, from Andaz Apna Apna to Jo Jeeta Wahi Sikandar to everything that has happened recently. Rancho, Three Idiots.
I don't know, it feels like a very template-ish. Because if you take the first installment, which is Sitaare Zameen Par, it has a lot of humorous situations, scenes where he is trying to play a joker, he is trying to crack jokes, it's with children and all of that. So there is some amount of natural performance that Aamir Khan could convince us with, and we were thoroughly impressed. And this is not the first time he's playing humorous roles, right? We've seen him from ages. But from PK and in fact Lal Singh Chadda, this is the primary criticism that the movie faced is
Thugs also,
because he's not fitting. It feels very forced. He's kind of overdoing it is how it comes out as.
A very important feature of Aamir, which helps him a lot in acting, is his eyes and the brows. These wrinkles, this thing that happens, and the acting with his eyes that he does. It has been with him for so long, and that brings a lot of intensity, a lot of emotions into his characters, the way he acts. Hot take maybe, but I'm blaming the makeup here as well, because you don't really see all of those expressions. It seems quite monotonous the way he is.
For me, I personally feel, especially with Aamir Khan, because he's such a phenomenal actor, he was called perfectionist. it shouldn't be Aamir Khan that should come to our head, or it shouldn't be some other character played by this actor that should come to our head when we are seeing a new performance. It should obviously be the character that he is playing. I will give one more example. Ravanan is another film. Abhishek Bachchan has played the Hindi version and Vikram has Ravan. So if you compare both the performances, right, despite of Vikram being a very eccentric actor, the eccentricism that Abhishek Bachchan got is actually 2-3 notches higher than Vikram, which is not suiting the character. In a way, I felt like Vikram understood the assignment and he was kind of underplaying. He was playing for the character. But with Abhishek Bachchan, he's a phenomenal actor. But he was playing 2-3 notch higher. His pitch was more. So that kind of dilutes the character and feels it like a performance. I think that is something similar happening with Aamir Khan also.
While we are sitting here and talking about what happened in the film, we are only speaking on the basis of what the trailer is. But the new trend that immediately started as soon as the trailer dropped is the boycott Sitaare Zameen Par, boycott Aamir Khan trend, which I feel like is just pointless.
Okay.
So the whole reason this trend is started, especially based on the tweets that are coming up, is that Aamir Khan, while shooting for Lal Singh Chaddha, was in Turkey, and then he went and met the first lady of Turkey. And this is the reason, given that the recent events happened with Pahalgam, Operation Sindoor, the almost open war that happened, Turkey supporting Pakistan in it, everybody is kind of hating the film. And that shouldn't be the case.
Again, not just that reason. If you open social media, there are multiple reasons that are floating around. One is him responding to Operation Sindoor or Pahalgam attack very late, or him putting out before his trailer release just to give that push. So there are a lot of discussions happening as to why the film should be boycotted. So there are multiple reasons. Cinema is form of entertainment and it is about sentiments, right? So I am not saying whether you should boycott the film or you should not boycott the film. Again, questions. Yes, he might have responded late, but it's not just him being Aamir Khan or him being a Bollywood actor. There are a lot of South big actors also who didn't still respond. So them not responding to the situation, is that enough reason why we can boycott a film? Are we looking at this film as Aamir Khan production or Aamir Khan starlet film, or a film made by 200-300 people? So that also is an important question. So is that enough reason? Him during Lal Singh Chaddha shoot, he met Turkey's first lady, and now the situations are not in favor. So is that enough reason for us to boycott film? And based on the trailer, it is a very impressive trailer, and it's been a while where we have seen a very nice, impressive trailer, especially from a big starlet film, which could potentially revive the struggling situation that Bollywood is currently in right now. So with a potential good message product with everything that can be right about this film, you really think that is really important? Again, the question is open for a discussion.
My answer is no. I will take the side. I will be open about it. There might be reasons, but staying silent isn't really something, to antagonize somebody on. At such a time, if a opinion was against, then it is understandable. If there was no opinion, if they stayed silent, that doesn't mean you antagonize somebody. If it is your opinion, you should, whether you wanted the actor to speak out, whether you didn't want the actor to speak out. But based on my knowledge, even during the Wave Summit, which happened in the first week of May, before Operation Sindoor, when this question was popped up, Aamir gave a very stern and clear reply that justice has to be served. So I don't feel like he shied away from anything. While I understand that the recent post on Aamir Khan Productions account came on 12th and the trailer released on 13th, it sounds very, attraction kind of move. But at the same time, the operation also concluded recently.
Fair enough.
We got the briefing on Monday, so the tweet came out on Tuesday. There is enough to back the validity in what they meant and, understand where they are coming from as well. The biggest point here to make is, irrespective of Aamir Khan, irrespective of the production, the kind of film that is coming out, and the information and the message that they're trying to bring, it is extremely insensitive to boycott a film like this just because of the actor.
I will also give my passionate opinion. Fair enough. Fair points put out. I personally feel not just this movie, any movie boycott trend is never good for cinema, because cinema is not one person or one production house. Cinema is so many people working, so much that goes into cinema, and it is livelihood also. As an individual can always choose not to watch any film if it doesn't, any reason. It is not necessarily this. You can have 101 reasons and you cannot subscribe to a film. But calling out for a boycott trend of a film, which is not just the actor involving so many lives, I feel that's a little too much, especially for what is happening with Sitaare Zameen Par. It's a little too much. But again, what is your opinion? Don't forget to mention that in the comments below.
Our position is always that let all of our excitement be fulfilled, let all of our criticisms and skepticisms be proven wrong.
Yeah.
We want the film to succeed at
Absolutely.
all times. That is always our stance. Before any actors fans, we are fans of cinema.
With that, this is Maruti Acharya.
And I am Sanjay Ponnappa, and you're watching India Today, So South.